Welcome back in, builders. We're going to continue on with a little more Zero Sievert. I went ahead and did just one warm-up run here. Of course, it went absolutely flawlessly the second I stopped recording. But I did grab a spoon, so I wanted to bring you in here and see what we can make. So, ironically enough, we actually opened up a whole bunch of different things. I'm going to stick with plan, and we are going to get the kitchen. So we will click that. I will craft that. Very cool. Okay, next, what are we gonna want? It says we can make the ammo kit. I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. Workshop sounds like it would be pretty handy. Forge would be. I'm assuming this is gonna be like guns and maybe equipment, and this is gonna be like armor. I don't know that for certain. Now, we already got the wrenches. We're actually really close to just having this. Some extra weapon parts. Okay, so what is this? Wires, weapon parts, and a drill, and we would basically be here. I'm not even gonna track that because I feel like that would just make me pick up a bunch of extra garbage. How do I gotta remember? No. There's a menu somewhere for my room. Base. Here we are. Okay, so if we were gonna drop our kitchen, I feel like having two next to each other kind of makes that like, I guess they're all going to be two. Let's just say like the forge and the workshop. Let's put the kitchen here, I suppose. Install. All right. I guess it's going to load next time we come in here. Are we going to be able to craft our food though? Okay, so to make good water, we need 2 bottles of, I assume that's dirty water, so we could craft. Okay, what about other things? We could make a sandwich. We could make a boiled egg. Pasta. We need extra food scraps. Interesting. I guess we're making some sauce or something for that. Alright, well, I do want to kind of use up some of the stuff that we've got. So, I know we only have one still, so we'll go ahead and we'll make that craft. Does that go into my inventory? It sure does. Alright, so we've got some water and some food to go into our next mission. Yeah, like I said, of course our mission went so ridiculously well. Why are you still in my inventory? Okay, hang on. Maybe I misunderstood something there. Base, you. Craft the corresponding kit to build the module. I have the kit. You use. There we go. All right. There you go. It's like a college. It's like a college kitchen. You've got your stove. That's it. Just stove. Okay, okay, now some more things lit up for us. Okay, good, good, good. I guess we could have done some of that other stuff earlier. I guess I gave up the first time I came in here and it didn't work. Okay, so cooked meat. Hunger 16. We need coal. Okay, or charcoal. I need to be bringing a lot more of that back with me. Okay, I'm not too worried about that at the moment. Let's go ahead. I kind of want some more stash, if I'm being honest. As you can see here, it goes quickly. We'll plop you in here. Somebody did tell me in the comments that, well, I don't know if that's true. They said I could mod guns here. I see I can unload, which we have been doing a little bit. Scrap or detach magazine. Maybe the magazine is the only thing that has on it. I kind of thought you were modded. All right, we'll try to catch a... We'll try to catch another one that looks like it's modded. All right, we did have this BB91 car. Another thing I don't want to carry with. So we have more room when we go to a map. Okay, you... I don't really care. What I care about is can I fit all of this pasta? Okay, we're keeping you two on me. All right, you can be dropped off. You guys... Anti-bleed, yeah. Like I said, of course, when I'm not recording, you could just see how successful of a run I had based on all these goodies that I have in my pockets here. Now, we will take the grenade with, I do think. Put you on my bar. Put you on my bar. kind of weird to me. I can't put the water on the bar, but I can put the other stuff on there. Okay, but we don't want to linger. So drill some wires and what was the third thing? We can all see how bad my memory is. Drill some and some weapon parts. Okay, things I would bring anyways. We can do that. Okay, let's... What time is it? It is time for sleepy time. Okay, we will sleep and then head out for our first mission. A little slow go here, but I just wanted to show off that I actually did complete that. Okay, sleep. 8. Okay, good. So 9. So it's a little late. I probably shouldn't have slept quite that long, but it's fine. It'll make sure our energy is full. All right, we will eat and have a drink. Task, because we completed that one. Finish the base. Select a reward. Well, interesting. I guess we could just take the drill. I don't really need anything else that's here. All right, sure. We'll take a drill. Towards makeshift camp. Eliminate bandits. Okay, that's our next task. Let me drop this drill off. I didn't even realize. Is that actually gonna stack? Of course not. How come he gets to stack the drills and I do not? All right, so some wires and some weapon parts. That's all we need. Let's go be a nuisance. We also have the mission for Igor. Maybe we can get that done. So I want to leave. Take me to the forest. All right, did we get a good map? My last map was so incredible. I just had thing after thing after thing after thing I found, and there was hardly any major fights. It was so glorious. In fact, here we go. Okay, good start. Good start. Okay, we already carried the pot out. I'm glad that we did that when we did, because man, that thing is heavy. Okay, I think we're gonna try to do makeshift camp before we get too far. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Ooh. I mean, if there's ever been a good spot for an ambush. Where's your third friend? He said don't screw this up, Hunter. Hang on. Who am I ambushing here? Maybe that was not an enemy. Sorry. My bad. I will say that the factions could be a little more visually distinct. Is that, I'm gonna guess green army I just tried to ambush? It's one of those things where it's like, well... oh. I did not bring extra ammo. Okay, well, we had a little bit of an oopsie. We're gonna head for that extraction point. I must have put that away when I was taking stuff out of my pack. Oops. Alright, well, I don't want to go back completely empty-handed. At worst, there should just be a couple ghouls in here. He says confidently. Alright, there better not be a second one. Alright, we'll just nab whatever's in here. If we get exceedingly lucky and we happen to get those, and get some ammo, then we can continue on, but I have a feeling. Rope. Okay, those I think, what are you worth? Yeah, it's lugging out of here. Okay, some vodka. Great. Oh, what a fub up. What a fub up. Alright, give me your tentacle, boy. There we go. Oh, and I am bleeding. Why? Oh, boy. Mistakes were made, is all I can say. Mistakes have been made. Towards makeshift camp complete. Well. Does that mean that the ghoul just won the... Okay, what's that? Does that just mean that the ghoul just won that fight? Because he charged over here and then somebody shot him. I don't know. I do not know. Alright, you know what? I'm not gonna attempt... What's that? Not... Not sure what that was. Are you a bandit? Oh, rip. Not me, Piggy, not me. That run was fated to be horrible. I don't even know what to say about that. Let's get some bullets this time, maybe, eh? Well, that was a thing. That was my punishment for having such an amazing run before I turned on the camera. Okay, so by the way, I really do like this feature where it just highlights the bullets for me. Also, hang on a second. If I can mod here, Okay, scrap. Okay, so I can. I just have things that don't. I can detach at least. How do I put you on, then? I don't want to scrap you. I'm gonna say maybe I could just take things apart, and maybe I can't put them together. Alright, are you the same? Subsonic. Okay, I don't want subsonic. Alright, so we're using the hollow points. Let's buy a few extras before we head out. There we go. Alright, hey bud, trade. Ammo, please. I would like some hollow point, please. You know what? Give me all the hollow point you have. There we go. And I probably don't want to carry that much in. Here's another spot where I think that we could have some quality of life, where I could have like a standard set out and like give me a button that I can just say refill, and it will just try to refill what I have from stash into my inventory, and vice versa. Dump, and just dumps everything that's not part of that main build. For a game like this where you're doing a lot of inventory management, things like that are just really nice. Okay, it was all a dream, actually. We just got here for the first time today. All right, we are heading for a makeshift camp. We got the little town here. The town does have some juicy stuff. I don't think I have the gear or the stats or something to be taken on Lazar, because when we found him that one time, he absolutely just ended us, like, instantaneously. All right, what do we got in store this time? All right, now we know that there's probably a ghoul right in here, so we're not going to be surprised when that ghoul charges us. We're going to be ready. We do kind of hear something moving around. Okay, another thing I do know I need for that weight station, I'm kind of holding off on getting it though, just because it's so expensive. Okay, there's the wire. You know what? Let's take that lighter too. So lighter that I can just take it and sell it. Okay, I am still hearing somebody stomp around over there. The thing is, I assume that these areas that I've been getting into are kind of like the worst loot areas because they're very low guards. Look, you spit at me. I assume that the better stuff, shh, don't question where that meat's coming from, is from more guarded areas. Okay, look at that! I like accidentally bumped into his butt and it dealt me damage. Oh goodness. Okay, I do notice I am bleeding and now I'm healing but getting attacked. I'm still healing. Okay, that was pain. That was pain. I assume the better loot is better guarded. Wow, that did not heal a ton, did it? We're also like super radioactive. This is not the run where we found the vodka. Now we gotta be a little mindful here. We're kind of hot already. And we're gonna start getting like bleeds. What are we at? Okay, 7-6. It was seemed to about 3 where we just started getting like random spontaneous nosebleeds and whatnot. It doesn't sound as radioactive over here. Yeah, this is gonna be a quick run, I have a feeling. I will take this stuff. Now that we can actually cook, I'm a little more interested. Okay, come on, give me something worthwhile here. Premium chocolate, I'm in. Yeah, this part of town, I mean, despite the ghouls being a little annoying, generally has been pretty good to me for just, I don't know, I'd call this my basic looting stuff, but still. Yeah, when you're not panicking and you're not rushing me in the face in melee, take those guys out pretty effectively. Alright, we'll take the lighter. I'm looting. Okay, that also reminds me, I could probably get rid of those extra forks and whatnot that we have at base. Clean up and make some extra room. I did find another game station, so I was able to extract one of those and make a nice little pretty penny. What are we doing here? Yeah, I do think I want to make an attempt on that camp. I would love to get in there, but there tends to be people who are white. Yeah, I am running. Pants on, buddy. I'll be back someday. You almost got a bullet there, Mr. Rabbit. Also, I should reload. I'm being very foolish right now. Okay, still... I don't know whether that was friend or foe. He yelled cover and then ran backwards. What is this? Oh, that's the sawmill. Okay, I'm gonna assume that you are not my friend. I'm gonna miss a whole bunch of times to scare you away. I don't know where you went, buddy. I do appreciate that they actually seem to have, like, game intelligence, aka, like, he didn't get to auto-know that I was flanking him. I appreciate that. I want the rest of my stuff. Nope, that was a bad plan, though. Alright. Again, this feels like a run fated for failure. Where's my extract? Southwest. Yeah, we're out of here. Nope, no more. Oh my goodness. Nope. Not even that airplane can tempt me. Nope. Okay, I lied. It can. Nope, I have no med kits. What are you doing, Babel? Get out of here. Get out of here. Take what you've got and go. Oh. Hello. Oh, it's Igor. Igor. I gotta get used to that now that we can actually, I guess, find him. Do you just give these to me? I mean, yeah, I'll take care of those for you, buddy. No problem. No problem. All right. Hey, what's up? You still want the same thing, I assume? Yeah, he wants. Whoops. He wants me to get revenge for him. I will do so, bud. But not today. Today we're gonna go home and lick our wounds and cure our radiation. These are a long ways to go. Holy moly. I like that the map random generates. I'm a little surprised that the town and the sawmill are so static. I wonder if they're going to add just a couple versions of them. It just seems weird to me that there's just no difference. It's always the same one. All right, now I get myself in some more trouble here. All right, I definitely can get this one. Now that one, you know what? I don't feel like getting roasted. Look at this, just babbled, containing his greed. Oh, I see you too, friend. Guarding my extract point. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to do this, aren't we? Did I just jam? I don't know what that was. I'm not fighting from a very good angle here. I can't get him in sights properly. I'm pretty sure that was just him on his lonesome. I do appreciate that they actually try to... Okay, I can do stuff here too. What are you? Okay, we have an EC7. Okay, I'm just gonna grab that. We'll look at that base again. And you know what? We're leaving, so I'll just take those for sale. Okay, so I definitely can I can unattach attachments. Blah, blah, blah. And so that's established, but how do I put them on? It seems to me that I didn't have that option, but we'll see. How radioactive did I get? Okay, I didn't get too much more while we were there. Okay, repair my armor. 2.7 in the hole. And heal me. Okay, so that's like 3,000. Okay, so... yeah, I'd say about 3,500 in the hole, plus whatever my ammo costs were for that mission. Let's see if it was worth it. So you can definitely go, you can go. not you. You can go lighter, matches, cigarettes, lighter, bunch of lighters. I think I will sell the premium chocolate. It doesn't sell for much. It does seem vaguely useful. I think I'll hold on to it. And then I definitely don't need this much meat, so for now we'll sell that all off. Okay, so yeah, we came out a little bit ahead in the end, I would say. I also feel like I'm not at full HP even though I paid to get healed. Okay, so we did bring back a wire. We're still gonna need some more. We're still gonna need some parts. We used up all of our med kits here. Plop those 2 in. Alright, so scrap, scrap. At least I guess these do something, so I guess there is a reason to pick these things up. And it's not completely pointless. Bread in there. Meat. We can't fit that meat, so I think what we'll do is we'll cook that one. And then maybe we'll take it with. Bandages. Yep. Okay, I'm getting to the point where we can't fit everything. Let's make a pasta. Food. Cooked pasta. Okay. What is this? That's minus a lot of thirst. Okay, this seems like what am I just eating that raw? We just literally like rip open the ramen pack and just start chomping on it. That's a little weird. All right, let's cook this. Cooked to pasta. Yeah, that looks a little more reasonable. Bunch of hunger. All right, we will also. I think I have. So I could use 2. Okay, I see. This is more efficient water-wise, but it uses more charcoal. This is probably a better plan. I don't know that for certain. All right, so pasta, we'll have some water and some bullets. I mean, basically the breakfast of champions. All right, now we can fit those things and that. I want to take out this other pastas at some point relatively soon, too. And we have rando bullets. One more med thing. Rando bullets get put away. Okay, now we can actually take a second here. So these are the same weapon. Let me put them over here. So these are the same weapon but with different attachments. So this has the same stock that the other one had, that I have. And if I right click, I could take the scope, the magazine. Scope and magazine. So this should just straight up be better, and it should be better by extra recoil and ergonomics. So recoil 98, 94, ergonomics 41, 41. So no, that's not the case. I guess it could depend on other things that are in there. If we check here, damage is 14, damage is 14, same accuracy. This one's way, way, way lower on the durability. Take whatever bullets you had, and I think we'll sell it. Thirst, fatigue, and radiation. Oh, I mean, can't say no to a good... Was that coffee? Yeah, a good cup of coffee. Okay. Barman, I would like to sell you this rifle. Okay, and apparently, Doc, you missed a spot. You gotta kiss it, make it all better, please. Nope, not the radiation. I don't think that works that way. Oops. Ah, Babylon hitting escape too many times. What time of day is it? Okay. We're gonna need to be a little zippy here. I wanna leave to the forest. Alright. Hopefully this one will go a little bit better. That was an adventure that happened. Okay. Igor's house is in the north. I want to make it to the makeshift camp. I am willing to go through the town. I am pulling enough stuff out of it that I think I am happy enough. And our energy's already down. Our energy's already down, and we're kind of thirsty. How did that happen? I feel like we filled up before we left. I guess technically not on energy. Alright, well. We are reloaded, right? Right, Babel? We have reloaded our weapon. That would probably be a good plan. I did see Mr. Ghoul there. The fact that you touch them, you get damaged, I gotta be very careful. I bumped into that one in its butt, and somehow I took the damage. So, we just need to remember that. No touchy. And for some reason, they don't have attack animations. Yeah, not gonna pull the meat for now. We were already pretty full of that back at base. We'll grab the tentacles just because they sell okay. Lighters too. Okay, I don't want any of that. Wires and gun parts. Wires and gun parts. Oh no, I kind of sort of heard you and then I didn't. What do you guys like the rain? Is that what's going on here? I think I'm gonna heal too. I don't want any more of your tentacles. Okay, the audio design is pretty good. I don't know if it comes across on YouTube very well, but like I can kind of hear when they're to my left or they're to my right. That's at least pretty good. Alright, come on. Okay, MRE, I'll take that. I've already got 3 bars of soap and no use for that yet. Wow, 2 MREs. Okay. We kind of need a little of everything. Let's have the coffee. See what that does for us. Right, we could take 15 more food. What do you do again? 23 and 25 water. Okay, so we're not quite in a spot where we need that yet. Nothing. All right, next. Hold on, let me reload that again. A little warm here. Nothing inside either. Alright, next. Having all this extra storm music sound effects don't make it easy to hear the footsteps either. That's something. Some crackers. And now that I know I can actually scrap... Oh. Guess we'll bring that. Now that I know I can actually scrap... Did I already... Yeah, did I do both of these? It makes those a little more worthwhile. Alright, I'm gonna poke my nose. At some point, I'm gonna need to get into this town. I'm pretty sure this is where we ran into Lazar. Whoa, 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 whoa. Grenade. Aren't you rich? Ow. Okay. I mean, I'm still in a pretty good position to fight him. Unfortunately, I don't think he was there. Alright, now I am not in a good position to fight him. Alright. Yep. Oh, wow, that only took 1 bleed off. Okay, well, I don't have enough meds for this. I think we need a heavier piece of armor. There's a patrol right there. Alright, well, now I put myself in a really bad spot. Makeshift camp complete. Okay, I think that's because I'm making it to the camp. I'm gonna eat this hot dog. Oh god. Don't, not like this. Not like this while I'm eating a hot dog. I just heard the clip. I do think it's a little funny, like, I mean, I imagine I could be as stubborn as the next man. I'm willing to stop eating my hot dog to save my life. Maybe that's just me. I'm just not dedicated enough to the craft of hot dog eating that I would risk my life for it. Okay, where is this makeshift camp that I'm supposedly near? Okay. I'm supposed to kill a man, and I can't kill a man if he ain't there. Alright, maybe this is it. All we gotta do is just find a little bit of med supplies, and I'm willing to keep going here, so... A little risky here. I wonder what influences the speed of searching. Because, man, faster search speed would sure be appreciated. Okay, some OJ. Wheel key, sure, I guess. Okay, okay, we're back in some business here. Use it. I did see this. It's a medication box. So the bandages are appreciated, but not really what I'm after. Alright, how are we doing up here? Okay, we could do all the things, so we'll go ahead and have our noodles. In fact, why am I doing this outside where I'm gonna get shot? How about we go in? Nope. How about we go inside? Now we'll have the stuff. Some water. Alright. Alright. Now I'm feeling better. And you know what? I'm gonna throw the extra bandages here just in case. Be worth? Yeah, pretty garbage. Okay, did that. Again, I probably should have done this while we were inside. Yes, it did. We finished off the quest. We need to kill 3 more bandits, and we still need to eliminate somebody special, kind of the same. And we need to kill Bogadov, whatever his name is. Alright, I'm gonna look. Okay, yep, I see somebody right there. Let's reload first. Situational awareness, buddy. Oh, situationally aware that I'm out of ammo. Okay, that looks like it has a better scope than what I've got. Yeah, a couple bullets. All right, let's not sit here with our mouth open, gaping at a new gun in the middle of nowhere. Let's go back inside where it's safe, and then let's look at it. All right, what's different about you? Accuracy 7. How do you look so different? How do you look so different? Is it because the durability is down, maybe? 600. We're chambered the same. You have better ergonomics. You have better recoil. Okay. So on you, if we detach your scope and your magazine. Yeah, this actually has, I can see what it is. I don't want to take it off because I'm really leery about doing that and then not being able to put it back on. So we will do that. So weapon 1, currently using, what do we have? Not much of either. All right, let's try to get out of here. If I had more bullets, I was actually going to try for the airdrop for once, but I just don't. Okay, this, I feel like we didn't have quite a full stack, but we had a decent stack. As I get better, I'm going to want to bring more things in with me so we can stay on map longer. And now, now I'm starting to get to the point where I'm starting to feel like, okay, if I had a little bit more, we could have continued on. Take that hot dog. A rite of combat. That's what they were guarding, their dead brethren. Yeah, let's actually put a marker here. I gotta be really sketch. So unless I find some like easy bullets here, there might be a dude at that exit that might need to get got. We already have that. Wires is what we need, and some weapon parts. You know what? I bet you we could scrap for weapon parts. Now that I think about that, I bet you we could scrap for that. Gonna do it. Come on, give me a couple wires. That's not a couple wires. All right, well, some random stuff that's vaguely useful. Give that just a wide berth. Yeah, we don't even have a half a clip here, so. All right. You have to give in to your loot goblin nature a little bit, you know? You gotta feed the beast a little bit. If he gets too hungry, you know. We got lots of weight left, which is a shame. Man. Noticing there's a lot of boars in these woods, game. Does that have anything to do with me having, like, no ammo at the moment? Just, like I said, I'm just noticing. Okay. I'm gonna call that a success. Hey, level 5, I will take it. Does that mean we leveled up? Well, it sure does. Eye for value and mule. So we have sell for a little more, see the price. Again, probably something you don't need once you actually know the game, you know what's valuable. Mule is it lets me carry extra, and even if I'm over encumbered, I can still waddle faster. Weight of equipped armor is reduced by 70%. How heavy is the armor I'm currently wearing? 4 kilograms. So that would take it down to 3 kilograms. To be honest with you, I don't feel like that is probably worth it at the moment. This one feels better. Wearing armor 3 or below, we get extra move speed, but I assume we want to armor up. I don't think we want to stay super light. Less radiation, less anomaly damage, extra rubles, so we just find straight money. I mean, that's fine. I don't know if that's statistically worth it, but it's boring. Finding loot's cool. Attacks from mutants no longer slow you down. Maybe useful. Grenade expert. No jam things. Low durability guns will jam less often, and fixing a jam will prevent a gun from jamming for the following 5 seconds. You know what? That feels like it would be good. I'm debating this one, but we haven't really had that bad of rad problem. We can always heal it up right now. I think I remember that the other zones are more radioactive, but for what we're currently doing, I don't think that's a big issue. All right, repair that armor. We're 2K in the hole. Heal me. And not that much this time around. Trade. All right, so if I scrap that, yeah. Okay, just normal scrap. And what if we do you? Probably the same thing. Yeah, normal scrap. Okay, I don't even need more of that. We didn't actually bring that much out for just straight sell. Okay, those MREs actually do both. I think we might actually use a couple of those up. I think we're gonna sell the pasta. I just don't have room to store it. Game Boy, the cigarettes, lighter. Ooh, the key. I didn't notice that the keys are worth quite a bit. I'm just gonna sell it. I'm not gonna hold on to those at the moment. Also, we doubled our hot dogs apparently in there. All right, deal. Now I do actually think we are gonna get some healing. A bleed and gives me some health. Only takes 2 seconds. Yeah, that 4 seconds to bandage feels like an eternity. 8 seconds on a med kit for 10 extra damage. That doesn't seem particularly great. I guess, and that one holds you still, I see. This one we can at least waddle. I think these are what I still want. I can carry 3 of them, so. Was that minus, how much was that? 10K? Is our life worth that much? I'm not even certain. Hey, I need to think about that before I buy those next time. I was thinking those were like 1,000 each. That is pricey. Okay, now you. Will you? Yes. Yes, it did. Okay, good, good. So, now, for the upgrade, all we're gonna need is some wires. And we should be good to go. Yeah, this is gonna be a problem. Alright, meat's gotta go. Get one of you in there. I can take one with. You. Okay, we also need to fix our bullet situation. We do know that. Fit you guys in there. Got a lot of scrap ammo. Okay, if we were gonna bring the Emerald Man, we just don't have room for this, do we? Okay, hang on. Let's go sell some stuff. Alright, trade. Alright, you gotta go. You go. So you guys. Scrap, scrap. I kind of want that, but I also just don't have room. Scrap. All right, we'll sell that. I really don't want to get rid of that water. All right. You know, I just don't have room at the moment. Deal. That sucks. Okay, I think we need another storage compartment too. Does the storage gears, does this matter? I'm assuming I need to go up in tiers. So for you, what would we need? Not a heck of a lot, actually. Some screw nuts. And that's it. Okay, some screw nuts. We can do that. We can definitely do that. Okay, so food scraps also don't really fit. Huh. Okay, you're gonna go in there. Okay, the pasta, if I craft the pasta, it will actually take up less space. So if we do this, craft. Back to our food. All right, put those away. We're gonna keep you, put those away, that away, put those, you don't go in here, you go in there. Okay, these I would like to put in and none of them fit. Okay, OJ, you can go. We'll put the vodka in there. Poison looking stuff, you can go. What are you? Burden injector. I could carry more for 5 minutes. Okay, all right. You got me at carry more. And I guess we could just bring in extra medkit. No, I don't want you, but I can't fit you all. But if I did that, I like these ones because they heal a little bit, and if I'm bleeding, I probably need to heal a little bit. I guess what other singles do we have? That's hunger and thirst. Body fortifying, some extras. Okay, so when we're ready to make a run at getting Lazar, I think we're gonna want to like juice up. All right, we'll sell all this. It's just a matter of room, not want. All right, and bullets. Hang on a second. Just double check myself here. Yeah, 545 by 39. Trade. It's just not in the spot I was expecting it. Hollow point. I guess also we would want to bring the penetration, right? Because he definitely seems like he's really heavily armored. All right, you know what? You know what? Screw that guy. We hate that guy. I think let's gear up for making an attempt here. All right, gun. Let's flip to my other ammo here. All right, so in my bullets. Yeah, no subsonic. And I'm actually gonna bring extra bullets here. All right, and then medical wise, I'm not actually gonna bring you. I will stock up higher on healing. We can just outlast him. All right, we're gonna get rid of that. That's some space I can make. Okay, what else do we have on the juice here? Body fortifying is max HP. Chow down, no. Body for. Oh, do you guys not stack? Oh, Fine. Healing stimulant. HP regen 3 per second for 30 seconds. It's gonna do a number on our hunger and thirst. It makes me bleed immune. That's kind of whatever. Fortifying. Extra carry. Okay, so we really only had the one I'm like super into. I guess we'll bring the chow down. Guess it's gonna refill us if we get low. Okay, I didn't actually have as much as I kind of thought I had here. It's okay. Okay, we're gonna get rid of the meat. We're gonna sleep so we're full. We'll eat some food before we leave, and I think we're gonna make an attempt at that. We'll see if we can take him down. That is what we need to do, right? Boink. Yeah, eliminate one Lazar in any map. And we ran into him there at least before. I don't know if that's a static spawn or what, but we definitely did. Okay, it is. We want to be at 7:30. That's probably fine. Get him at first light. No problem, man. I kept the bed warm for you. Enjoy. A little weird. We just walk into other people's rooms and sleep. Okay, let's make a go of this. So 6. Actually, let's just for my 5's easy for me to hit. There we are. All right, I want to leave. All right, we're gonna make an attempt at this. I feel like he has weapon and armor upgrades is one of the things. If we could get our armor upgraded, the rest of what we're trying to do would be a lot easier. Okay, this is darker than I thought it would be. We are... What the heck? I thought we said we wanted to sleep until 7:30. It's 4:30. All right, well, we'll try to go hang out with Igor. He's cool. Yeah, we'll just burn a little time here. Hey, Igor, what's up, man? Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just taking your stuff. Definitely take the bullets. All right, I'm gonna be a little pickier just because of my storage problems. I will take that. I will take that. I will take your bullets. Okay, cool. How are we doing? 423. Okay. All right, well, you know, no plan, survives contact with the enemy. All right, it's gonna be up here where we're gonna have our fight. We'll go ahead and add a marker. We'll start just to creep in that way. For static things, we know that there was nothing here because we already came through this once. Some night vision is becoming more interesting to me. We'll take the tracks because they're generally clear. It is very helpful when the enemies put flashlights on in the middle of the night. See? See? What did I just say? Professional med kit. I mean, I am totally willing to take out a lone guy. Oh no, but not a boar. Oh my goodness. And I am bleeding. Fixing that. Okay, well, wasn't that an adventure? Alright, I think we took that guy out, but where his body lies... Crows, where are you now? Okay, he was dead. Okay, we want to unload you, stick you in there for now. Boy, you are loaded. Hunter Ifim Lyo Bivol Bimov. You are quite loaded, friend. A lot of weapon parts. I will take the rotten stuff because we... Okay, I did need some of those. Take your bullets. Man, you are quite loaded. Yeah, sure, we'll take a metal pipe. Alright, so... No, not consume. I can't scrap these on map, that's right. It's really annoying. Can I scrap you here? I cannot. Alright. Well, wasn't that exciting. Do I go to full? No. I mean, I do have a limit of how much med supplies I have. This is where having something like a shoddy with me would be nice. I can't see long distance anyways. Oh man, and I really can't see. Pretty spicy. Right, there's usually no ghouls down here. Famous last words, of course. It's too bad the eating doesn't give me a little bit of health regen. Some dead wolves there, so something has been around. That, I didn't even think about that. I was like, huh, that's funny. It's a little dark outside when we left. I should have known better. All right, I am going to do that heal. But that didn't heal as much as I thought it was going to, so I guess it's a good thing we did. What killed you, friends? How are we doing on time? 5:30. Two? Oh, that's a DVD drive. Okay. Last 2 armor. Take your bullets and your bandage. Really don't want to bump into him. Boy, something definitely came through here. I don't want to bump into Lazar in the dark. That's my thing. Then again, if they want to stand in the light and let me stand in the dark, I'm going to assume that I get that advantage. More vodka. How radioactive are we? Not very radioactive. I'm so leery that there's just so many dead bodies. Like yeah, holy moly. Soldier Anton. Okay, military. Okay, you don't have any radiation protection, though. Okay, there's some wires that we could use. Bloodsucker injection. All right, no reason not to put it here. 3,000. Okay, you're worth way more. Pretty hot. Can't get in there. Okay, there's an entrance. I would really like to be able to see a little bit better before we do this engage. Jeez, rapid. That's not cool, man. We do need those. Some extra food. All right, we're a little bit radioactive. You know what? Let's get some liquid courage in us. Yeah, there we go. Need a little bit of normal liquid. We've only got the MRE. Apparently that filled us up there too. I do hear footsteps. Okay, yeah, see, look at this. Double dead bodies. We are probably not going to get a better opportunity than this. Alright, so I'm going to hit 5. And then 6. And then we engage. Oh. You are not the special guy then. You're just other dudes. So we know there's 2 of you. Oh, and I was spotted. Okay, you do have the good weapon. Well, we know that already. Alright, I guess we're skirmishing. Jam! Okay. Good thing we took that jam trait. Oh, my moly, you're accurate fire. Alright, give me an 8. Those guns, man, I need one of those. Alright, give me a 4. Now, I did not use my thing because I was not ready for that engage. I will do so now. Okay, stab, stab, and... Oh, I see. Gives us extra match HP, but doesn't actually fill it up. That's cruel. Come on, turn your light on again. Hey, this whole jam thing. Wow, okay. I still want to try that again, but maybe we need to take a look at our gun. Is our gun, like... Oh, because we changed guns. We took the gun from the dude, and we didn't fix it. Okay. That's alright. We don't lose anything. It was just a dream. Use. Weapons condition is too low. Okay. I didn't know that was a thing. Do I have any other? Well, we may have some bad time bears here. Do you sell those? I need some equipment. Trade. I don't want to buy a gun per se. Although that's probably what they have if I had to guess. We also could change guns. I haven't really been using these other ones. I think we have one of these. Shoot. Yeah, I may have made a big boo-boo here. Repair armor. Yeah, it's not going to have anything because we're not coming back from a fresh mission. Anti-bleed gel. Weapon repair kit. Minimum durability. Oh my. They're all 60. Okay. Well, that means that this gun is basically worthless to me then. Okay, we have learned a valuable lesson. We have learned a very valuable lesson. Okay, yeah, you come on out. Okay, so we have a BBSH-41. It's an SMG. I'm not really feeling the SMGs. We do have an APAR. I didn't like that one, though. It felt too slow. So I guess the Nazen Makant, it will be our man. 7.62. So we're going to need to change our shells. All right, you... I guess we're selling that because I can't repair it. So that's a thing. Well, we don't have a lot of shells for that. What do we have? Yeah, I would want the penetration, I think, for this. Okay, maybe there's a different way to sell it or repair it, but I don't know it, and I can't afford it, so... Now, we want the 7.62. That's gonna be you. Deal. Now, this isn't gonna fire nearly as fast as what we were using. Okay, good to know that. We also don't have a full, like, sniper rifle. Can stretch out, okay. Well, this is gonna be a little awkward. This is gonna be a lot awkward. Going into a mission with a gun I'm not used to. Well, that was a pretty fail. We'll give it one more try here. Now that we can see. Okay, we're really gonna want to do max range shots with this thing. Alright, and take me here. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, look at how wide that gets. It takes a good second to come on down. We don't have any skills for this at all compared to our other one, which we actually had level 4 or 5? Quite high, actually. That's basically what we've been using the entire time. Okay, anomaly there. Okay, here we go. Good chance. Okay. I was hitting him and I guess he just wasn't responding? Okay, they killed a ghoul. Let's reload here. Okay. Durability 67. All right, well, we're back in business. Yep. I'm very glad that you have Star Wars aim, buddy. Loner's work 1 complete. Okay. Apparently this is my calling. I didn't know it, but apparently the rifle speaks to me. We might actually need some extra bulbs. And that bandit armor's garbage. Okay, you guys are bandits. All right, well, we learned some new things. And none of that was particularly useful. We're also taking rads. Why would you guys build your camp on top of radiation? That just seems like that was a bad plan. We do actually want to start getting that charcoal pretty aggressively. Money for nothing. Alright. It's too damaged. Now that I know that I need to have at least 60% to make it usable, We have to be a lot pickier. Man, we are taking rads up the rads here. Maybe I should have taken that anti-radiation trait. A safe? Yes, yes. A wristwatch? You're worth a decent amount. An electrics box. Okay, we did need wires. I will take the circuit. It's small, and I have not seen a lot of those. Okay, and now that we're all radioactive, and we have nothing to counter that. Okay, we got pretty warmed up there. Okay, another chest. Whose home is this? Okay, no. Okay, med box. Empty room. Okay, that was pretty garbage. I don't even know if I want to be picking up too much of this because I just don't have storage space for it. Alright, we should be dead on. Yeah. Let's not go too hard on the looting, because we're probably gonna die. If we live, we will celebrate. We do want to be a little bit careful, like if there's any ghouls or something here. If I did switch to this secondary... Hello? Hey! Hey! Nice to see you, bud! I was definitely not doing anything weird. Wow. Huh. Well, you're not the guy that normally shoots me a whole bunch. Are you a different faction than these guys? Because these guys hurt me a lot. I want to see what you're... Okay, am I crazy? Am I crazy? Are we cool? I don't feel like we're cool. Yeah, we are not cool. WTF, man. Okay, that's a ghoul over there. All right. All you accomplished in that exchange was making me angry. I just want you to know that. I took my shots. Now I'm healing up. But that's a long one. Yeah, we're definitely keeping that on 8. If I fat fingered that in a fight, we are definitely dead. Alright. Alright. Yep. It's gonna be like that, is it? Yeah, this guy's cool. But this is not the angle to take this fight. Yes, that is what we want to see. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yep. You guys started this. I walked in and I said, "Are we cool?" And then you shot me. Don't think I'm not going to remember that. All right, you unload. I'll take you. You are better, right? 17. Yeah, you are better. Yeah. Okay, and then these guys. One of these guys had the weapon that keeps killing me. It was not this. The BB-19 Moose. It's an SMG. Okay, I'm gonna take it for now. Take a grenade. Bandit armor. It is a class 3, but it's not particularly better than what I have. Okay. Rude. Okay. Apparently we have found my calling here. You know what? I'm gonna heal. I don't think we've gotten the man we came here to kill. I'm here to kill a man. You're not him, but that won't stop me. That was so rude. I cannot believe that. Walked over here and I'm like, "Hey guys, I'm new in the neighborhood," and they just opened fire. So rude. Okay. Give me all the things. Weigh myself down ridiculously. Now, I was trying to steal a man's salami when I was so rudely interrupted. Yeah, this thing. An ECM. I feel like this... Yeah, Lazar's Guard. Okay, we're getting closer. Magazine's 30. Okay, this is a higher caliber gun. That's what's going on. So we will unload this. We're not going to be able to carry all the things here. Unload. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. All right, give me the grenade. A landmine. I mean... Okay. I'm forming a plan in my mind. Unload. We already did that. Near cache. Wires. We're radioactive and thirsty. I mean, who isn't? Let's be honest. Don't we have good things to do there? Alright, we're just gonna chill on that. Alright, so my plan is... What if we can see him? We know he'll kind of chase us, right? And then we put the land... Yeah. Then we put the landmine down. So, like, we could probably get him to come right here. Nope, that's not gonna work. Why am I... Oh, goodness. My hunger got such that I became slow when I'm plotting where to drop a mine and getting spotted by guards. Yeah. Yep, that sounds about right. As I was saying... Now I don't know where they are, though, because now they've moved. That was not me. Ow. Okay, double bleeds. And I think we're gonna hit this with the old 8. That's my last one of those. I feel like I'm under-geared for this. Alright. Yeah, I can dance all day, buddy. I can dance all day. Pretty sure that white flash is his armor reflecting my shot. Ow. Alright, oh, perfect. I don't know if we're gonna have this. Let me see what I end up with after this heal. Apparently we're just not high enough caliber. Maybe we just go out with this and we come back. You know what? Let's take our gains and go. That was a dude literally right in front of me. Anti-bleed gel. Yeah, let's take what we got and go. We apparently just are not equipped for this. Assuming I can get out of here with that guy by the door. Are you... you know what? I don't care if you're cool. Extraction point. Yeah, we're just out of here. We're just out of here. I do not have an automatic weapon. Can I reload that? If I get rushed by wolves, I'd like to have something in my hands. Okay, so... Lessons learned. We need a higher caliber gun. We just could not get through that armor. We landed like 3 shots into him and it didn't kill him. I will check these relatively safe areas on the way out. You know what? Have some OJ. You'll feel better. We spent a lot on those med supplies that we are not going to get back in here either. I do think the wires were the last thing we were waiting on, though, so assuming I can get out of here, which is an assumption at this point, we might be able to make that last upgrade. So we just find all the things. I wish I could have got the landmine deployed. I feel like that could have been a plan. Sells for 1,000. We're back underweight. All right, we just gotta go. I'm just too full. Yep, not interested. Don't lure me in with your tales of loot. Either you, rabbit. Well, our laser focus failed. Such that it is. We didn't even see him that time. Those were just guards. And that also makes me think that I think I've just died to guards before. I don't think it's been him. But maybe that one time. Yeah. We just need like grade 4 armor, I feel. Maybe we should look at buying one. That could be a thing. But we are already over time here, so I think I am going to have to call that one here. A bit of a disappointing cliffhanger, unfortunately, but maybe next time we can be better prepared for that. I'll do my inventory management off camera. No reason to make you guys watch that. So again, I'm looking for some more tips. People are leaving some on the earlier episodes. I really appreciate that. So how did you gear up when you took out Lazaro the first time? Or maybe a different approach than what I've been taking here. I kind of like the switch up on weapon types. Definitely enjoying that. Maybe if we could find a higher damage gun, maybe that would do it for us. Yeah, leave those comments below. All right, if you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like. If you're not subscribed, I hope I've earned your subscription. And if you want to support the channel, you can check out the Patreon or the channel memberships, leave a super thanks, or join me in one of my live streams for a super chat. All right, builders, I will catch you in the next one. Babble out.